I think Paul Clement's influence has probably shaped a lot of people's view of the law and their desire to do it. He's a role model for how to do it. He is both excellent at his craft and deeply principled about the things he's willing to stand up and fight for, even to the point of being willing to walk away from jobs if they won't let him defend his clients properly.
Paul loves representing people who are standing up for something, and Paul appreciates the integrity it takes and the courage it takes for someone to say, I'm going to fight that fight.
For a lawyer to be able to accept cases that he believes in, to defend the lowly or people whose rights are being threatened, it's great to see a hero like a Paul Clement and others who stand up, are not afraid to bring the truth to light, and to persevere in doing that with integrity and with excellence.
Now we find ourselves in a situation where the government is requiring us to make changes in our healthcare, our religious healthcare plan, to include services that really violate our deepest held religious beliefs as Little Sisters.
The whole thing was something so outside of our experience. As Little Sisters of the Poor, we're very much in our own bubble of being home, quietly caring for the elderly. And all of a sudden, we're being thrust into the national spotlight. We became more and more anxious because the penalty for not complying with the mandate included fines, which were so huge that they literally would have forced us to close the doors of our houses here in the United States.
I'm proud to say that the Little Sisters litigation has been going on for almost 10 full years now, and the sisters have never had to pay a penny of those fines. We've been successful at every turn. Paul led the charge at the Supreme Court twice to defend and protect the Little Sisters of the Poor.
Knowing that Paul was involved in our case and what his background is and how highly respected he is made me feel very confident and was a real consolation to me. And it was, in fact, through the people at Beckett and then through Paul Clement that we could see God's finger in all of this.
I think Paul has been absolutely a huge role model for lots of young lawyers, including myself starting out. He's shown that you can actually stand up for your principles. You can have integrity. You can not back down and not fire your clients and still be an extraordinarily successful lawyer.
I think Paul Clement is deserving of the John Paul Award for the New Evangelization because when I think of St. John Paul, I think of his love for Christ, the Redeemer, his love for family and marriage, his promotion of that, of the culture of life, his focus on the dignity of human work. And when I think of those qualities, I think of Paul.
To me, he is a great example of how to live your life and how to take the talents that God gave you and put them to great use, advancing the cause of the church, advancing religious liberty, advancing principles of life, living a life that I suspect you can, at the end of, say, God, I took my talents and I tried to put them to the good.
Paul, I would like to say on behalf of all the Little Sisters of the Poor that we just thank you from the bottom of our hearts for all the assistance you've given us.
Congratulations, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for being an inspiration to me and a wonderful mentor and role model.
I'm just grateful to Paul for his commitment to religious liberty, his help for the Beckett Fund. I would just say congratulations, well deserved, Paul.
Congratulations, Paul. You deserve this award for just the way that you seek to live your faith with integrity in the midst of the world, in your family, in your parish. God bless you.